So, the Lakers have signed Damian Jones, and they've signed him to a 10-day contract, so it's not a guarantee he'll be on the team for long. But if he is, he's maybe a guy who can help them out a little bit. Obviously, they've had some injuries at the big man position, and they've changed it up recently, going from JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, who are more traditional run, jump, dunk centers, to guys like Montrezl Harrell and Marc Gasol, who are a bit different. Harrell being undersized and Marc Gasol just being a totally different player with his ability to pass and his ability to shoot, and also his not willingness to shoot. His usage percentage is very, very low. So they signed Damian Jones, who is 6'11", and he is a center. Doesn't have much NBA experience. He's played for 5 years, including this one. He was on the Suns, played only 14 games and 6 minutes a game in those games. I think the best, sample we have of Damian Jones was with the Hawks last season, where he played 55 games and 16 minutes a game and was very efficient in terms of scoring, as his shot selection is almost all dunked and alley-oops around the rim, so he's not doing much else. Averaged a solid 5.5 points and 3.7 boards, so those are sort of pretty average numbers in those minutes. So if we talk about what Damian Jones could give the Lakers, on offense, it's a lot of just screen setting, rolling to the rim, and catching lobs. And the Lakers don't really have a player like that with Anthony Davis out. Montrezl Harrell can do it a bit, but as I mentioned, he's a bit undersized. But Damian Jones, probably their best lob threat with Anthony Davis out. Obviously, when Davis is back, he's their best lob threat. So there could be some Damian Jones and LeBron pick and roll, or Damian Jones and Schroeder when he gets back, or any of their guards who like to run pick and roll. Damian Jones can be a lob threat like Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee were, and that's where a lot of his value is going to come, because he is a bit quite springy and he can jump, so that can really help them out. If we talk about some of the worries, it would just be defensively. He's not a great defender. Some of his footwork and timing can be quite poor. His on-off numbers with the Hawks were always not great. So that could really be something that hurts the Lakers. But if he's going up against backups, you would think that he would have the ability to survive and not be terrible defensively. And if he's not being terrible defensively and providing some value offensively, whether it be lob catching, and screen setting and finishing around the rim, maybe he could help them out a little bit. There's the chance that, they're just going to play him for a few games and then waive him and then look to get a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, or maybe trade for a big man or get someone off the buyout. When the buyout market comes, the trade deadline is in less than a month, so you would assume anything that's going to happen would be after the All-Star game. In those 2 weeks between the All-Star game and the trade deadline, that's going to be very chaotic in terms of trades and signings and buyout guys and things like that. So that's really when the brunt of the moves are going to come. But for right now, the Lakers signing Damian Jones, someone who can help them out at big man while they have a few injuries, has a bit of height, has a bit of jumping ability and lob catching ability and finishing around the rim ability on offense. And then we'll just have to see with the defense. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more NBA content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.